Hello out there in YouTube land. Today we're going to be checking out Microsoft Encarta, and this was essentially the pre-Wikipedia. This happens to be the 1994 edition, as you can see. So the first thing that I do, as per usual, is look for videos, because I know that's what's going to intrigue you and I the most. So it's really cool. You can go in, and many of them were like this. I did another one recently that was from 1995.
The Inuit, North America.
The art of native people is a vital link to their ancestry and culture.
Wadabi and Maasai, Africa.
Some native art takes the form of clothing or jewelry, made with materials found in their land.
The Aymara and Quechua people, South America.
Music and dance tell of triumphs and despair.
The most recent related video I did was this thing called Time Almanac from 1995. But let's check out some basketball.
So, you want to play some basketball? Fast-paced and action-packed. Basketball is one of the most popular sports in the world, to play and to watch. The object, to get the ball in the basket. Some of the skills you'll need include dribbling, blocking, passing, and, oh yes, shooting.
Although this was indeed released on compact disc, and it gave it more space to put these videos and stuff on, they had to limit the amount of information, and I'm pretty sure at least some of these videos are really GIFs. So here we're seeing a cat writing itself, and it's pretty cool. It's a very standard thing to have. I believe there was a person who did a photograph of this, and it's really cool. It's like just like really fast shutter speed back in the day, maybe 19th century. And here we can also see where Wikipedia got most of its ideas, because we will later on see certain things linking to other things that are pertinent to certain topics. And I also wanted to show you guys the graphics here, because you'll see that there's no way to make this quote-unquote video bigger. And why is that? Well, it would have changed its resolution, and it would have looked worse. So they basically made it as large as they could. If you played old games back in the day, like Wolfenstein or Doom, the larger the video, or I'm sorry, the larger the game area, the worse the resolution would be. So the highest resolution would be the smallest, and then the worst resolution would be the biggest, which is why things got fuzzy when they were bigger. This particular footage is eternal, and I feel like I've seen this thing, I don't know when this was taken, but I've seen it in ads, even ads from the 80s, so Lord knows where it's from.
We who have fought against you, the Palestinians, we say to you today, in a loud and a clear voice, enough of blood and tears. Enough!
Oh, how naive we were.
Ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay hindi makararating sa paroroonan.
It's not like the modern internet doesn't have these tools, but the fact that this is all in one place is awesome. And just all this jazz that you could do with this, especially with media, was also awesome. So now we're just gonna take a peek through essentially the categories and see what else we can come up with. I'm scrolling through this so you can see how directly related this is to Wikipedia. Encyclopedias were somewhat similar, but didn't have this exact format. And keep in mind that we millennials did actually have to use hard copy encyclopedias. You can really see the relationship to Wikipedia also in the media that's here, and arguably, this is a much more rich experience. I'd also like you to keep in mind that I may be clicking around a lot just because this is kind of old to me, so it's been a while, you know? Try in any crisis there, Ronald. This particular program really speaks to the revolution of CD-ROMs. They could have a whole lot more data than discs, which we called floppy disks. They were basically just plastic with a little disc inside of them that rotated similar to the way the analog hard drives rotate a disc. It's just like a record player, basically. Nothing really has changed much. A CD is read just like a record. It has the same grooves. But the thing is it could hold more data, and that's why they were able to put all this junk in here. Now, sometimes I would try to find certain things and I couldn't. So, you know, that was an issue. Also, I probably spelled Swedish wrong. I don't know. But I remember at one point I looked for Bill Evans, and he did show up just later on indirectly. So in that realm, Wikipedia has them beat because their hyperlinks, you know, really connect all the time, and this one just for some reason doesn't. So we're gonna check out arts and, you know, just go through this jazz. I don't know why language is in art, but language was something I was always interested in. I'm terrible at it. But I think my dad had Microsoft Encarta 98 or something when I was a kid, and I used to just listen to the languages all the time.
مع السلامة. العربية. سورية. اسمي روعة. خياركم خياركم لنسائهم. كلا. نعم. 10 1 2.
For those wondering why I'm picking Islam and Arabic, I am a Muslim, so that's why. So here, let's see what I type in next. It's been a while. Ooh, the German language. Okay. So, that's interesting. It doesn't just fly there, but it gives you options similar to Wikipedia. And yeah, it's basically the same format all the time.
Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen. Guten Tag, wie geht's? Ja, nein. Ich heiße Klaus. Wer den Pfennig nicht ehrt, ist des Talers nicht wert. Dankeschön. 7, 6, 5. Deutschland. Deutsch. 1, 2.
Polizei 3, 4, Grenadier 5, 6, alte Gags 7, 8, gute Nacht.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So when we compare that particular feature to Wikipedia, we don't really get auditory things, we just get pronunciations that none of us understand except for linguists. Another cool feature here is we have this kind of like world timeline thing, and I guess it's probably wrong by now. I'm going to assume that certain things have changed since 1994 in the realm of our own knowledge of history, especially before Common Era. So yeah, it's still cool. Dinky graphics, I know, but definitely cool. And this was something that we would see even in school. There would be kind of a timeline of something, and it'd be a macro version. This is more of a micro version. And here you can see I selected something, and then you get an article that is relevant to that something, which is really cool. And you can keep notes, which I think is pretty revolutionary. And there I'm just demonstrating how I created a note. And last but not least, we got Mind Maze. Ah, yes. I picked something that I feel like I'm good at. After all, I did take AP History, well, AP European History. And I used my typical video game name there.
If you solve the riddle, I'll strum you a tune.
Actually, you just get further in the maze. This is relatively a common format if you think about things like Chip's Challenge, which I believe actually came... Oh no, it would have been around the same year. And other games too just had like a single graphic and actions that you could perform. Maybe do some clicking and some kind of animation may show up. So here I'm just checking out my options. I left the difficulty low. So here is the first question, which, to be honest with you, I had a little bit of trouble with. And yeah, it's kind of sad because I know a boatload of history, but I'm pretty sure I still got it right. Now you can see to the left of that lady playing lute, you can see there's a maze, and I'm assuming that green spot is where I'm supposed to go.
3 cheers for the victor!
Where's my song, bish?
The ancient Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu says, "To know that you do not know is the best. To know more, answer the question."
Ooh, getting all philosophical over here now. So you can see this is actually relatively challenging because, as far as I know, 1, 2, 3 of these people, I don't know about this William Clark fella, but they're all outlaws.
Wisely chosen. Confucius says, "The cautious seldom err."
I am a woman of my own destiny. Find the right answer to decide yours.
Ah, it's a female Jimmy Stewart. I said, now come on, I clicked the right answer, so come on, click.
Bravo, bravo, you're a smashing success. On you go.
I'm an American black bear. Did you know I'm on the endangered species list? Show me what else you know by answering this question.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
I'm an American black bear. I'm an American black bear. I'm an American black bear. Did you know I'm on the endangered species list? Show me what else you know by answering this question. Good work. If it were up to me, I'd appoint you ambassador at the next Earth Summit.
But instead, I'm gonna eat you.
Yo, I'm the fox, and I'm here to say, click on the door if you want to play.
At least now we all know what the fox really says.
It's a jungle out there, and I ought to know. To find your way out, click on the door and answer the question.
Keep in mind that this is the lowest level of difficulty, and it is admittedly slightly difficult. It wasn't like we were smarter back then, you know? And here we have a linked article, so it goes round and round in circles, and it was just a great experience to revisit what we used to use as essentially a digital encyclopedia. I hope you would enjoy this little travel down memory lane, and for those of you who are not millennials, this is what we had to deal with.